I am Dr. Lubbitsh and I am a psychologist from Anchorage, Alaska. In the last 25 days, I had the privilege to learn and experience Panchakarma, which is an Ayurveda treatment. Today, we will talk with Dr. Ninnu, which is an Ayurvedic doctor, about Ayurveda, mental health, and well-being. Hi, Dr. Ninnu.
Hi, Tami.
Ayurveda is a very ancient science, right?
Yeah.
How many years?
So it's like we say thousands of years, like 5,000 years back or ago. That's where like the books were codified or noted. So we could roughly say like thousands of years back where it was codified as Ayurveda.
So mental health is in the West is kind of a new science. So how do Ayurveda approach or look at mental health?
As I was just mentioning now, like it's thousands years back science, but still when it was codified or mentioned, like it was classified into 8 branches, which we call Ashta Angas. So one of the branches is Bhuta Vidya or Graha Chikitsa, which was giving more of importance to psychiatry or mental health in it. So, and also to look into the aspect definition of health, which Ayurveda explains is like balance of the body, and the second thing that we say is the happiness of mind. It's not just merely saying like we don't have a disease, so I am a healthy person. So the happiness of the mind comes into a part. So we mention if you're mentally and physically in a balanced stage, that's when you can call or mention you as a healthy person. So thereby you can see the importance of mind having an impact in our health, overall health.
So how do Ayurveda treat depression or anxiety?
So depression or anxiety, to know from an Ayurvedic perspective, so we talk about like the bioenergies, which are like Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Each are like bioenergies or body types in each person. So it is categorized into a Vata predominant condition or a Kapha predominant, like anxious. In a perspective, we see there's not one line of management or treatment, because in Ayurveda we believe it's a unique nature, personalized or individualized way. So each person might have different characteristic features or symptoms or signs. So anxiety as a part, like restlessness, nervous, tensed, anxious always, or having like when we are going for a talk, like that nervousness or tension that you're feeling, it can be a correlation there. So for that, a Vata line of management that could be helpful, where we could say Panchakarma can be effective. Also like Sattva Avajaya Chikitsa, which involves like pranayama, breathing exercises, meditation is important. And also for seeing depression, which is mentioned under, or we could correlate as a mood swing disorder, which can be a part of Kapha, getting more into introvert or like loneliness, sad, more withdrawal signs and symptoms. So for that also Panchakarma is effective, but all other that I mentioned can be a line of management. But we have to understand it's not just a one line treatment which can be explained. So to do that, there's importance of diet, because we talk about like 3 gunas, which are like Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, how like the food that you take internally has a mental effect in our system. So sattvic diet, which can be fresh food like fresh water, sunlight, all of that is a part of line of management.
I understand it, and I have experienced it. It's highly individual. But do you have any advice for a person in the West that wants to have some kind of tip about how to start addressing their anxiety or depression?
One, knowing more ourselves, connecting towards ourselves is very important, as I was mentioning. Like similar like 3 gunas, we also talk about like Trayobastambhas, like 3 main pillars of health. In that we say food, like Ahara, Nidra, Brahmacharya. Ahara is like having good quality food, fresh food, and having proper sleep is important. Similar like that, having a proper emotional balance, and to incorporate all of this, having a daily routine is important, which is also explained in Ayurveda as a part Dinacharya, like how you should start your day, what all things that you should be doing to keep yourself healthy, like importance of like having yoga, meditation, like having normal food, also doing some cleansing on regular basis, that can be helping as to maintain our mental health. So those all to incorporate is a part that, again, like I said, like one line treatment we can't. It's a routine that we have to incorporate into our lifestyle, but again, like some pills or capsules which will help. But to see the overall, we have to bring all those modes of Ayurveda to help to cure or to manage these conditions.
How do you feel about the Western world, people taking antidepressants? How do you think about that?
No. So one thing to mention there is, like, when there is a need for medicine to stabilize that person's condition, you definitely need certain medicines. But again, does everybody has to take? It's a different question. Like I was reading and aware also, 30% of the population are having anxiousness or anxiety, which we might be aware or sometimes not aware. 10% of the population suffers from depression condition also. But who needs that attention? Like when we are having a proper sleep, it definitely makes an impact. When we are having more emotional balance, like good relationship, like good friendship, connection with our eating, all of this makes an impact. But if doing all of this we are not able to get a survival mode or like help, then definitely as a support way, we need, for some people, pills can be taken, but it's not like against it or it's not like supporting it also. It again depends, like if you need it, you have to take it.
What you're saying that also people that are taking medication can benefit from Ayurveda?
Yeah. So we
for
have
food
got
and sleep and
we have got a lot of people who have come here for Panchakarma or Ayurvedic treatments. When they do their Panchakarma, like they still take the medicines and Ayurvedic supplements, and also learning all these things to incorporate into their daily lifestyle, and then maybe slowing down the dose, like not completely withdrawal in the first few days. Some people have even stopped also. It depends on the quality of you as well. Like some people will have more mental strength, because sometimes, like when you go to a hospital, the doctor will say like, okay, you have this condition and you have to take it, and sometimes we are hooked into it and we'll follow completely. But some will definitely say like, okay, I'll take it, but in a long term I need to come out of it, and for that you have to train yourself to make you more sharper to take a better decision.
Thank you. I definitely feel better being here, and
Okay.
thank you for all the work that you're doing. It's
Welcome.
really sensational. I mean, it's really great.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.